Hello, hi, how are you doing? Lovely to finally meet you. It was so nice to talk to you on the phone. Wow, I love what you're wearing. You look absolutely fabulous. I'll have my work cut out for me to try and make the property match up to its owner, won't I? May I come in? Thank you very much. Ah, excellent. Okay, well, I presume you own lights, yes? Okay, we could maybe do with turning those on. I'm just saying it's a little bit dark, no? You want to highlight your property in all its glory and not hide it all away in the darkness. Oh, my name. Sorry, I guess I didn't tell you on the phone, did I? My name is Ramble. Yes, Ramble. It's kind of a long story. No, unfortunately that wasn't a joke. It really is just a long story. Anyway, shall we get on to the task at hand? Before I get carried away with complimenting you any further, of course. No, I wasn't complimentary about the lack of light, but come on, bright, open, modern spaces, not... We don't want darkness, my dear. Anyway. Okay, so... let's have a look. Ah, it's very open plan. Excellent. And you've left all the doors open. That'll be convenient in the editing. I mean, editing the layout, it makes it easier, because I can imagine what things would look like without a door, and having to constantly open door, big creaky noise, it just makes the editing harder. Don't worry about it. Anyway. Okay, so again, and which wall is south facing? Okay, well, we'll figure that out. Do we have plans for the property? No. Okay. Right, well, we will just get those later, shall we? For now, I can make a rough assumption, or I could perhaps get a compass app on my phone. I don't know. In any case, let's not worry too much about that now. I can just assume that the side with the most window fittings is going to be south facing. Why do we want south facing? To get more light. Natural light is so valuable in properties to breathe life into a home, If it's all sterile, white lighting, it can be very clinical, doctory. Well, the kitchen is, it looks functional. I would suggest in our, reimagining of this property, well, it's just, how do I put this nicely? The way you have it structured has it very boxed off from the door, if you see what I mean. The way you have the cooker and then the sink and all that, it's very kind of... it's almost like the cook is a prisoner, which, hopefully not a metaphor for your relationship. Who says you're in a relationship? It's just an assumption that, a very presentable individual such as yourself, so well styled and so confident in your own home, the number of people I do this job for who are very different in their body language, who are usually the single ones, and then the people who carry themselves the way you do are usually the taken ones. That's just how it tends to go. Well, I've got this one wrong. Wonderful news. No, wonderful news that we can redo this kitchen. What else would I possibly be talking about? Anyway, okay, so, yeah, the kitchen, I mean, look, the cooker can't be here. It just can't. It's a horrible position. You have your back to everything. You'll feel unsafe. Yeah, we're going to move this. We're going to design this. So if you can imagine, we're going to bring this kind of center console here, and then the kitchen most of the kitchen preparation area will be here in this corner, and then the cooker will be here. And that way it's a lot more open, it's a lot more spacious feeling. We're just making better use of the space. Yes? Excellent. Is there any particular reason for the teal? Well, I just have to say that with the window here and it kind of sort of reminds me of a fish bowl, which, yes, it's not great. I mean, aquatic themes and color schemes are perhaps wonderful for children's bedrooms, but this is a little bit off. I do understand why you don't perhaps want plain white walls or cream. It's a little bit generic. You want something a bit more exciting for your space. May I suggest a feature wall? Perhaps this one, so the natural light comes onto your feature wall. Perhaps a nice vibrant red would be a good color. Yes? Excellent. Okay, well, we can obviously discuss that more in the future. Can you show me to the master bedroom, please? No. Oh, no. We can't have this. See how the feet are pointing towards the door? Terrible, terrible feng shui. All the energy, it's all just coming straight towards you as you sleep. It's uncomfortable, it's unsettling. Do you find yourself struggling to sleep? Well, I would only presume so. You have, especially with your bedroom coming right out of this sitting room area, it's a very kind of active place. You're walking past the bedroom to get to the kitchen, you're walking past it to get to the living room. You're walking past this area a lot, and then you're walking into it a lot. That's a lot of energy. Essentially, think of the feng shui energy as footfall, right? It's where you're going, it's where people will be walking, and so your subconscious has a feeling that there's something coming towards you from these more used areas. So, when you have a high energy area, you do not want a restful place essentially directly involved with it in the way that this bed currently is. Much better to put it against the wall over there where the does this statue have a religious significance? No. Is it a family heirloom, perhaps? A Christmas present? A mechanism for cursing people? Well, I'm rather trying to figure out what could possibly possess you to keep it in your bedroom. To be honest, to keep it at all. It is, my dear, again, very confusing for one as well turned out as you. And for the most part, this property is well looked after, nice choices in furniture. But, yes, this is something you would use to permanently scar children's memory. This is not it. This is not pleasant. We shall be getting rid of this. I'm just telling you now, if you have a good place to sell it, I would start, driving up that price. It's a rare thing, I can only hope. Perhaps it does have some sort of cultural significance to somebody, or maybe it opens a secret passageway in an Enid Blyton novel. In any case, I would very much suggest that this not be the centerpiece of your bedroom. It perhaps explains the singleness, to be frank. Am I always this likeable? Oh yes. Well, I understand you're saying this in jest, but the thing is, it's a very personal thing to come into somebody's space. A home is often a reflection of ourselves, and so to have my job to come into somebody's home and to essentially tell them what they need to hear about the weaknesses of it, weaknesses that they probably really already know themselves in a lot of cases, but they want a sort of validation of an expert opinion, right? So I come in and I sort of have a professional head on where I think, okay, if I were essentially roasting this home, what would I be roasting it for? And to me, it's a kind of expedient way of getting to the point, hopefully being a little bit humorous. I find being a little bit humorous in it is usually better than being too matter-of-fact. Too matter-of-fact is cold and clinical and almost robot-like. It's like a bleep bloop evaluation, which is not really what this job is about. It's about building spaces that work for the humans who live in them, you know? So there's not one right answer always. It's about the person and their priorities and what they like and how they would like things to be. If this is supposed to be a quiet space, or perhaps this is a space for an arcade machine, or perhaps, I don't know, but different people like different things, which is why you have different feature spaces. You spread the traffic out throughout the house, and, you know, you have it be as interesting yet calm and peaceful as you can have it be for that person. But yes, the terrifying statue is a must go, I'm afraid. If I were dating someone and I saw that statue, it would be something of a red flag, yes. Or at the very least, it would show that they absolutely desperately need someone of my talents in their life. Which is true of a lot of people, but if only every client was as charming and gracious as you in the improvable points of the property, my job would be a whole lot easier and an awful lot more pleasant. No, it's not that it's unpleasant most days, it's just particularly pleasant on this one. Anyway. Oh, I would be far more of a flirt if I wasn't trying to hold on to some sort of professional decorum. I am not sure it is a good idea to drop said professional decorum, as I am still a professional in this arrangement. Perhaps if you would like to meet at a later date for casual discussions of the work we are doing here, unbilled from my side, perhaps at a restaurant, then I may divulge some of the more private thoughts. No, this is not usual for me. I think if it was usual for me, it'd be a little bit smoother, don't you? Speaking of smoother, why exactly is this jagged? Well, it's a surface, and yet it looks like it's going to try and eat me. I understand the idea to have a design centerpiece table, but this is, how should I put it, quite brutalist, almost violently naturistic. It doesn't fit, dare I say, you or the rest of the property. It's quite, it's like a shark in the baby pool. It might be interesting to look at, perhaps in visuals you've never seen before. I don't think you really want it there, though. Yes, well, I would suggest we can find a much sleeker, yet more reserved table that would fit this space better. Or, you know, at all. Oh, believe me, for the most part, this property is doing well. I mean, really, what are the big tick-offs so far? Rearrange the kitchen a bit, that's incredibly normal. Get rid of the teal in the kitchen, that's but minor. And again, the idea of having not just plain sterile white is understandable. Getting rid of this table, again, the idea of a centerpiece table is fine. The execution, in my opinion, doesn't come off very well. And then the bedroom with the bed having the feet to the door, don't put it there, put it in the command position exactly where your absolutely hideous statue is. I believe this was a flying consultation just to give us a quick idea of the property. Is there anything else you'd like to show me? After the date, I see. Date? Hold on. I thought we were meeting to discuss the property. You're calling it a date? Okay. Sure. Why not? Well, optimistically, I suppose it's not even more important that yes. Well, I was just going to say that the 15-minute consultation session is up, and I really must be going now, but, well, no, wait, but when is this date going to be? You call me? Well, hold on, you don't have my number. I didn't... Ah, yes, the professional number. I did... What? I'm leaving? Okay, well, yes. Okay, goodbye. Get rid of that statue before it...